Hey, morning members. I just wanted to provide an update. So I've also got another video after this just to, I said I was going to show you what the nano bubble is, so it's a little bit more in depth in there. It's, yeah, look, at the moment the course is agronomically in really good shape, I feel. Got quite low disease out there. And yeah, the grass is just loving life at the moment and just flying along. We're having to apply a lot of growth products just to try and slow it down and prevent it from sort of scalping too much. We're still getting a lot of grass off all the surfaces. So yeah, it's basically full maintenance mode at the moment. Cutting and watering a little bit. So definitely our water has reduced a little bit. We're not watering the same as what we were the last couple of seasons, and that's due down to the nano bubble system in a way. So that nano bubble, I said, provides oxygen to the plant, which is a critical part for the plant being able to do what it does. So, but again, like I said, the greens, really happy with where they are. Got a good smooth putting surface on them. Probably again a nice comfortable speed, and we're seeing a lot of people hold a lot of putts, so which is really good. And again, the cooch surfaces, like I said, there's so much Santarana out there. The front nine is really good, and we'll be in some areas definitely full coverage by the end of that, end of this season, and the others will continue to move along. The back nine itself is seeing so much more Santarana out there now, which is really, really great. So it's been a job we've ticked off, and with great success. So we'll reap those benefits or rewards. Probably still a couple of seasons away though, especially on the back nine in a way. So yeah, but all in all, like I said, we're just in full maintenance mode, cutting, rolling, watering and spraying basically. Yeah, and then like I said, got another video there following on from this one, just about the nano bubble, and there's a couple of pictures there at the end. So the first picture will be just what our water was. We sent it down to the nano bubble technology before we installed nano bubble, and they turned it over, and it was before and after, and also just inside our irrigation pipelines, what it is. You'll see all the bacteria and all that. So the ozone will clean all that up. Just following on from the short video, I said I'd show you what the nano bubble machine is. So basically this is what it is. So we've got our storage dam there, which is treated water, comes from the Toukley treatment plant. So it's class B, and just over where that black and white pipe is the bore water as well. I'll quickly show you that when we get around to there. But yeah, we pull water out of that, comes up through those pipes and into this container, basically, which is where the nano bubble machines are. So inside this container, it's fairly simple, which is really good. So we've got, there's a oxygen generator. So basically it grabs oxygen out of the atmosphere here and purifies it, so it takes all the nitrogen out of the oxygen, and yeah, purifies it basically. So it's hospital grade oxygen that we got there. Basically goes through a whole lot of tubing and up into this through this machine here, which is ozone generator. So it pulls in O2, which is oxygen, 2 molecules, and literally sort of splits it in half and produces O3. So those O3 might be made up of 3 oxygen molecules, might be made up of 3 ozone molecules, might be made up of 2 oxygen, 1 ozone basically, is what it creates then. And it goes through a whole lot of tubing and into these injectors, which inject the bubble or the gas, inject into a bubble formulation, which is really small, being nanometer, which is then available to our plant. And obviously there we've just got a pump that draws the water, and just basically it recycles itself all the way around. So once it goes through those injectors, it goes out that pipe in there, which goes down into our well. So I mean, why is that important to us? So this time of the year, the plant requires a lot of oxygen, or requires oxygen. Otherwise, our root system and the plant's ability to fight off the diseases is really reduced. So, because we've got a lot of bacteria in our water, which is the recycled water from the treatment plants and also the bore water, that requires oxygen as well. And if we've got really low oxygen already in your water, which is very little oxygen in it because of the way it's treated, then there's no oxygen for the plant. So what we tend to see is our root system will be quite strong through spring all the way to late spring, and then during summer when the stresses come on and maybe low rainfall comes on, our root system really gets deprived and really shortens up, so which is not ideal. Is not ideal. And then when you got sort of a plant under stress, that's when your diseases and all that comes into it as well. So basically, yeah, we're giving oxygen to the plants and also killing the bacteria. So the ozone kills the bacteria. It's a negatively charged atom, and the bacteria is all positively charged, so it touches that. As soon as it touches it, it literally kills the bacteria. So yeah, which is really good, and I've no doubt that's the reason why, in terms of the way the golf course is being presented at the moment, in terms of I'd say the aesthetics of it, our fairways are in really good shape, whereas traditionally our fairways have dropped away a fair bit. So basically this is where it dumps itself into. The water gets dumped into there, and that's where our suction out into our irrigation. So there's a big well under there which basically is gravity fed to our dam over there. So the nano bubble's been pumped down into that storage well there, which will then just continue to float out. So another important thing with them is they're like I said, negatively charged, so they have no buoyancy factors. So any normal bubble that you can see will come to the surface and burst. These stay very active in the water source for quite a period of time. So, and like I said, I'll show you the bore. So our bore is also in there as well, which we installed nearly 12 months ago. So, see, it's down about 24 metres. It sits down there, capable of pulling 8 litres per second. So that's it there.